Hello everyone and welcome back to another review. And this one will be of another Oxford Diecast Scania aerial rescue pump, and this one is from the Northamptonshire Fire and Rescue Service, and I'm going to take a look at this one. So with that being said, I'm going to jump right on into it. So this is another one of my favorite Scania aerial rescue pumps from Oxford Diecast. It's a pretty nice one. Zoom in on the appliance a bit. You can see where it says Northamptonshire Fire and Rescue. Pretty nice. You also see this little ladder right here, and then the camera, that light right there, the white thing where my finger's at. You can see that. It's pretty cool. It's got two lights from what it appears. On the top where it says Northamptonshire Fire and Rescue, you got two blue ones, it looks like, which is pretty cool. And you see the legs, one by the back wheel, and then another one by the cab in the back or the big locker. You can see those. That's pretty nice. See, it says aerial rescue pump on it, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna move to the front of the cab really quick, show you some minor detailing on there. As you can see, it looks like it says, can't really see what that writing says on it, so I'll zoom in. It's probably not going to show up, but if you want me to make a post, I will. Just drop that in the comment section. Another thing too, I was going to show you got the badge, that crest right there, right between the two doors at the top, which is pretty cool. I really like that look. It's pretty nice. There is some small writing on the door in the lower part. I'm not exactly certain what that is. Hard to tell. I'm just going to zoom out. Zoom back a little bit. Focus on the rest of the appliance for a second. It's pretty cool. You can see the black part right here, which is pretty cool, where the water goes through and then it comes out at this end right here, which is pretty cool. They shoot the water onto the fire, which is pretty nice. I'm going to turn it around to the front of the cab now, which is pretty cool. And we're going to zoom in. I really like the light bar, how it's a clear one and it says fire written in the middle right there. It's pretty nice. There's some small writing, as you can see right along the top part, FEM, and then 09P6 looks like. And looks like you got two lights right there, which is pretty cool. It says Scania written across the front of it. And then P310, which is pretty nice. Like that. It's right there. Some nice detailing to it. And then, of course, it always has the mirrors on both sides, which is pretty cool. They're a nice one. And turning it around to this side, it's basically the same thing. As you can already see, there's one of the legs out. And I've just put it back in. It's pretty cool. So they do work. It's pretty nice. It says Northamptonshire Fire and Rescue Service on this side, which is pretty nice. I really like the checkered pattern color going up and down the front of the cab and across the lockers, which is pretty cool. You can see the blue lights right there. Right below, there's some ladders right here, which is pretty nice. That's pretty cool. And then right up here and above, there's more ladders that lead to the basket area. And we'll take a look from above right here and now, so you can see it, which is pretty cool. It's pretty nice with the, I know with the tape that's kind of annoying because the light is shining down on it. So I do apologize for that, but you see the ladders right above, which is pretty cool. And then there's the basket area at the very back. We'll focus on that. So that's a close-up of what the basket looks like on the inside. I know it's kind of hard to tell because there's that extra part stick right in the way, but that's pretty cool. And you see the end where they shoot the water out at right here, which is pretty nice. Really like that. Now, I'm going to turn it around to the back of the appliance, which is pretty cool. So now, as we take a look, you got the back area right down here. This is probably where they hook up the pumps, the pump, whatever they have back there. And then right in here, they open these doors right here. They open this part right here. If it actually opened, you'd be close to the basket, which is pretty nice. I also like the lights in the bottom corner, which are pretty cool. Caution, say caution, rear steer. Pretty cool. Nice detailing on it. That's pretty nice. Now, I'm about to give my overall view thoughts on this one. So, with that being said, I really like this model, and I really like that it's from Northamptonshire. It's a pretty nice one. I really like the detailing on this one. It's just about as good as the other ones that I have. Really nice. I really like the way that it looks and resembles the thing in real life, which makes it pretty cool and a very neat collectible, so I definitely like it. If you like Oxford's 176 scale emergency vehicles like this, then I would highly recommend getting something like this for your collection, as they're definitely worth the money, and they look exactly like the thing in real life. So if you come across stuff like this, get it for your collection, as it's definitely worth the money. And it's definitely really great. If you like collecting the 176 scale model emergency vehicles, or you're an enthusiast on collecting emergency vehicles like this as I am, then I highly recommend you get this for your collection, as this is a great one and it's a really nice model. So I would give it a 10 just because of how nicely detailed it is and how it looks exactly like the thing in real life. So it's a pretty nice model. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this review, and please be sure you stay tuned for the next one.